Everyone loved these last time, so here are 5 more international sauces, and the first one is loaded under your cloche.
Hit me with your best sauce.
Oh, that is a complicated, that is a complex sauce.
Looks like a dip.
Interesting, because we think it's a beautifully simple sauce, and that's why it's loved all over this country.
Are they shallots?
Yeah, shallots, chilies, green and red.
Chili seeds.
And looks like a soy.
And an oil, maybe?
Yeah.
Have a try.
It is hot. It's spicy hot.
A teaspoon was a lot. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's fish sauce.
It's fish sauce, it's soy.
Okay, that's good. That's
it's
amazing.
Chili.
Oh.
It's a dipping sauce.
It's a really, I'll tell you what, the onion or the shallot is carried through all of that. Are you okay, babe?
I'm getting there. I think it'd be better to dip something in it, but I can tell you, my face doesn't say it, but it is delicious.
It's fantastic. It's really smooth. Like it's oily.
I don't think it's oil that's giving you that sensation.
What is it?
I think it's a combination of sugar, acid, and fish sauce.
It's a really exciting soy sauce.
It is not soy sauce. This is Prik Nam Pla, which is a Thai dish basically made from fish sauce. They're the 2 ingredients that give the sauce its name, but it's also then got sugar, garlic, and lime.
The citrusy lime brings that to life.
It's great.
It's so Thai. It is so simple, and you see it all over Thailand, restaurants and at home as a dipping sauce. It's the kind of thing that if you just ask for it on the side, they'll give it to you for free, really, all the good places anyway. It's kind of, it should be just a part of the Thai meal. Would you like something to dip into it?
Yes, please. The stomach bowl has gone, and now the leading actor is in. What are these? Because these are great.
A lacy pastry, but a delicious spring roll.
Cheers.
The thing with this sauce, it is everything we always say about balance. It is salty, it is sweet, it is kind of sour from that lime, it is spicy, and it's got the umami from the fermented fish sauce, a little bit of fragrance from some fresh coriander sometimes, but basically all of those working in harmony.
It's so lively as well. Like, the fact you can dip in and scoop out some shallots as well makes it more than just a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Fish sauce is what makes it different, but I wouldn't say it's overly fishy.
No, because I think that's the
citrus in
beauty
it.
of fish sauce. It's not fishy, especially when it's offset with sugar and lime and chili and garlic, sometimes coriander.
You can dip anything into that, especially with this profile. Like the crispiness, it is perfect. Like you said, it's got a little bit of everything, and they all work together phenomenally.
Prik Nam Pla, you can buy it pre-mixed and made, but kind of the beauty of it is its freshness. That lime has to taste super fresh, as does all the other ingredients. So easily to mix together. You can whiz it up in a small food processor or like a mini blender, but actually just finely chopped or pestle and mortared is the key.
Is there a ratio to this, or is it an eyeballer? You just keep going, balancing and tasting as you go.
And it is very personal. Some people might like it hotter or more sour or more sweet, but essentially start with the Prik Nam Pla, which is the bird's eye chili and the fish sauce, and then add in the minced garlic, the lime juice, the sugar to dissolve.
So what's amazing about this is if we can make that, which sounds very achievable, if you're coming around to my house, I pre-buy these and I whip up one of those and I go, there you go, and you go, oh, what's this? Made that. And then you say,
I'm salivating and I can't wait. Thank you so much, you're such a kind friend. Thank you for the invite to your house. It's the first time ever you've invited me.
But you've been to my house, haven't you?
Uninvited, yeah.
Exactly, because you just turned up.
And the good thing as a dipping sauce is also fat-free. So depending on how you apply it, it can also be a really lovely lean across like a noodle salad with loads of veggies and stuff.
Love it. What a start.
What an exciting start.
A first taste of Thailand, should we go somewhere else?
Yeah, just in a sec.
Where in the world are we off to next? Another international sauce under the cloche.
You go.
Ooh. It looks like it's going to taste delicious. Right, the challenge is how right can we get this? Let's identify these. 15 years of knowledge.
Let's describe food.
Right, we got it. Okay, so instantly.
Oh, I've eaten it.
Could be peppers.
No. Yeah, peppers. And I'd say aubergine.
Okay, peppers. Have they been charred? Are they the charred peppers that have been...
Or has it been smoked baba ganoush? Give me baba ganoush vibes.
It is
but with pepper.
Smoky, so we've got flecks of green, probably coriander.
Refreshing, clean.
Now we're calling this international sauces, but This may fall more into kind of the condiment or dip as opposed to sauce, although depending on how you use it, of course. This is Ikra, a Ukrainian dip, otherwise called eggplant caviar.
Eggplant caviar?
I like this caviar better than normal caviar.
Roasted aubergines, you got that, spot on. Roasted peppers, and then, yeah, kind of blended with
15 more
tomato, onion, garlic, parsley, a little bit of vinegar for some acidity, and some oil.
Love that.
And you love it nearly as much as they do in Ukraine, which is why they give it the name caviar, because they feel like it is actually premium, high esteem, absolute deliciousness at the top of its game. Sometimes said to be even better, a day old, so all of those flavours get to mingle and amalgamate. But otherwise, it's served very simply as a dip with crisp bread, or in salads with pickles, or like you say, in a sandwich, why not?
Well, which one of those do we get?
I'm afraid you just get the crisp bread.
Oh, we get a crostini.
Cheers.
I mean, no surprise there that it tastes similar than it did off a spoon. But think about it, you can put it through some hard-boiled egg salads or some pickles. It's lovely in salads, warm and dipped, delicious. It came out of kind of austerity, actually, because it's all about using whatever is seasonal and around. So sometimes it might be made with courgettes rather than aubergines, if that's more in season in that month. But otherwise, it's what grows around goes into this sauce.
Do you know what I really like about it is that it's not overpowering in terms of flavour. It's one of those, it's a supporting actor.
I can imagine it going well with like smoked fish as well. Like even though a red sauce you associate to go with like meats and harder things.
Yeah, but whitefish, a meaty whitefish, imagine that with a bit of sea bass.
Yeah, absolutely delicious.
I think it would go with everything.
Let's play a game where we think of things it wouldn't go with.
Chocolate.
Chocolate, okay, we've done that.
And different in the sense that it has no spice to it. So there is no chili in it. It is a wonderfully mellow roasted sweet fruit, most of the things like eggplant and peppers and tomatoes, all of the fruit family, and that's what you get.
I can tell you it would go really well with spice because the last sauce is still lingering.
Yeah.
So I'm tasting the spice with this. It works.
Works, lovely.
Works.
So we've done Thailand and Ukraine. Where next? Side by side, these sauces all look so different to each other. What about this one?
Is it going to look exactly the same?
Yeah.
No!
Ooh. No, very different to each other.
Right, this could be many things. It's got flex.
Looks like
mate, it's thick. It's a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be, and it's
gloopy.
It is gloopy. It's emulsified.
Try it.
It looks like it's like a wet mayo.
What does it smell of? Because it looks Mary Rosy. Oh, vinegary.
It smells like salad cream.
It does smell like salad cream. It tastes a lot better than salad cream, but it has got salad cream
vibes. Yeah, mustardy, vinegary.
It's flex.
Paprika.
It tastes. Now all I'm thinking about is prawns. It's not got prawns in it.
No,
it tastes like prawns.
All the flavours.
It's like a Mary Rose sauce,
but more intense, more mustardy.
Yeah,
it's mustard. It's heavy on mustard.
I think you've done really well. It is a mayo-based, therefore emulsified sauce that is really vinegary. And it has added flavours of mustard, cayenne pepper, which is the flex.
Cayenne.
But also a little bit of lemon, some garlic powder, some horseradish sauce.
Yes, that's the thing.
And some Worcestershire sauce.
Horseradish is the standout there that goes, what's the extra thing that makes this taste up here?
They're all big hitters and they get added to mayonnaise with cider vinegar. And it's from Alabama in the USA, and it's literally called Alabama white sauce.
I want to dip a grilled cheese in that.
Yes.
Sorry. I got you chicken wings.
Oh, okay! Never say sorry for chicken wings.
I've given you a bigger bucket to dunk into.
Yeah, thank you.
But essentially, this would be basted on chicken as it would roast in a smoker perhaps, or smoke in a smoker, and or just dipping sauce at the end.
Cheers.
Oh, very good. That is perfect with chicken.
That's coming from Mr. Chicken himself.
Any way I can stretch out horseradish so I can cover something, I'm here for. That flavour is everything I love.
It's one of those lovely stories. Robert Gibson, who was working on the railways back in the early 1900s, was known for his home barbecue, and then he left the railways and set up a restaurant, and from day one, this was his sauce and his idea. It's now found in supermarkets all across Alabama.
It's absolutely perfect because it's all strong enough flavours that somehow don't fight against each other, but lift themselves over the top of something meaty and fatty like chicken wings.
And a bit like the last episode of this, when we looked at the Georgian sour plum sauce, which you can now buy in bottles in supermarkets all over the country, this is similar, the Alabama white sauce, one to look out for because so many uses, whether it's drizzled or dipped.
That's my favourite yet, definitely. I'm not sure it can be beaten.
Well, I've got 2 more to try. Shall we see?
Ready?
Number 4, where are we going now?
Oh, that looks angry.
The darkest sauce. It is the darkest of our 5 sauces.
It looks sweet.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's smoky. It's caramelised smokiness almost.
Okay.
But let's see. It's almost...
It looks bitter.
Go light with this one.
Okay, thanks. It's a paste.
Oh, it's those really dark, spicy, dark chilies. Well, it's super oily, so it gets everywhere. It's not the spiciest, but it's a slow spice that builds.
And it's got shrimp in it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you're right.
It is a dried shrimp, black pepper,
Yeah.
No, black pepper.
and chili sauce.
Yeah.
Lots of other things as well, as you can imagine, lots of other spices, onion, garlic, but because it is oil-based and because it is quite spicy, it is doing that thing where it's coating your mouth and is difficult to get rid of immediately.
You know what it feels like? Is it feels like you've cooked a steak in a pan, you've burnt it, you've deglazed it with some shrimp and oil and some chili, and you're licking the bottom of a wok pan.
It's interesting you say that, Baz, because that's pretty much spot on. Red pepper is added to hot oil until it starts to brown. Then you add in onions and prawns and all the other spices, and you keep cooking until it's almost black. So it is quite a charred, almost burnt black pepper and chili sauce. But with that dried shrimp, makes it umami heavy.
Yeah.
I can imagine it tasting insane in the right applications.
It's called Shito, and it is from Ghana. And the word Shito literally comes from pepper, or means pepper, in the local dialect. And it is beautiful with rice, beans, and fried fish. So jollof rice, fried fish. And this is where the Shito can be used as a marinade, as a dipping sauce, can be loosened as a dressing. It can be a spread, literally spread on bread or the like.
That's so good.
And that's got the Shito paste on the fish already. And sometimes it's just used a dollop in a lot of cooking dishes as almost like a big flavour enhancer because of the dried shrimp and chili and garlic. It's kind of there just as an umami boost to everything else that's in the pot.
I'm getting even more shrimp as soon as it's been cooked on that fish as well.
And remember, Ghana obviously has a coastal region, and it's thought that, particularly the fish dishes there, this is where Shito began. Another thing that you can just pick up off the shelf, even here in the UK.
I like it on. It's mild.
That's the mild version. They do come in various heat levels. This is, believe it or not, the mild version.
The reason it works so well with a fish is it basically is a volume knob for all the flavours.
Yeah.
And it is so popular across Ghana that even other cuisines and other cultures, like Chinese food, for example, Chinese restaurants will use that instead of Chinese chili oil. And you end up with this really interesting Chinese, Ghanaian kind of fusion.
What I like about these international sauces episodes is the fact that we get to try it in its best situ. So many times you try a sauce and go, that's not for me, because you haven't had it where it's meant to be.
Yeah.
I wish everyone could go through this.
Sauces are the thing of the people. They are the normal's thing. Because a lot of the time, you could probably knock up a variation of yourself by combining 2 other pre-made sauces. So it's such a good thing to get into as an access into cooking.
Yeah.
Got room for one more?
Yeah, but leave this.
Last one.
Chocolate spread.
Our chocolate spread, lovely. Ooh, it could be sweet.
It looks like shrimp paste.
It does.
It looks like a macaron.
It's macaron paste.
Paste.
Macaron paste.
So pretend it's that. Cheers. Macaron
I've
paste.
got big.
So have I. Wait. Oh God, it's so salty. I don't know what that is yet. Oh, it's so salty. I ate too much. It's not macaron.
Is Smörgåskaviar, which is cod's roe. So
Okay.
actually not dissimilar to something like a taramasalata. However, this is aged and smoked cod's roe. that's then emulsified with oil, essentially. So you use that to make almost like a mayonnaise consistency, and it's Swedish.
I took too big of a mouthful, but the flavour I'm left with is salty. It is creamy, which made me think it might be
oil-based, like a mayonnaise-based.
That's what I was going for. Yeah,
it gives me prawn mayo on oatmeal bread vibes.
Yeah,
like it gives me all of those. I'm getting some sort of sweetness.
Yep. So basically, the cods roe are aged for 2 years in barrels with sugar and salt in a brine, essentially. Then they're usually smoked. I think you can buy the unsmoked version as well. And then that is emulsified with oil to make this paste.
It's got a grain to it that's actually really pleasant.
But the pleasantness comes again from that aging. So the smoking, the salt and sugar brine, and then the blending. This is another one that we bought. It is loved all over Sweden. There's pretty much only one brand worth buying. This one.
Ooh, it's in a tube.
And the product's been around since the 1950s. And then in 1974, there was a Swedish group of 4 people who set up, and they wanted to abbreviate the first letter of each of their first names to create the name. And they actually had to check it with this company. Was it okay to use the term ABBA? Because this company owned the fish canning company, or the fish
This is the original ABBA.
This is the original ABBA.
I like it more.
And the fish company said...
I like this one more. This is a better ABBA.
The fish company said you can use the name ABBA, providing people don't confuse what we do. A tube of ABBA, or Calais is actually the brand name, but it is eaten in sandwiches with boiled eggs.
Yeah, of course.
Or served on crisp bread with some cottage cheese.
Yeah, nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Calais on cottage cheese on a crisp bread with some dill.
Yeah, perfect.
Lovely.
Mellows out the intensity you had in that first spoonful.
Yeah, we ate it incorrectly in hindsight.
It's often described as a fishier, creamier Marmite in Sweden, because you can literally spread it on buttered toast, also delicious.
It just tastes like it's got so much going on.
You're left with a little bit of fishiness, which is delicious. But you kind of up front, it's mainly sweet mayonnaise up front.
Salted cods roe has been around for ages, but it's thought that this, as a paste, was almost an accident when it was emulsified by oil as like an afterthought. However, lots of local producers were doing it, loved it so much that in the 1950s they sold the idea to the Swedish company, ABBA, who have ever since been making this Calais brand. And fun story, IKEA, back in 2011, started making their own brand and took the Calais brand out of the cafeterias and the shop. And there was such a kickback because people were just like, don't mess with our
institution.
Smiley blonde kid on the tube Calais brand. That's what we love, that IKEA had to revert back to the OG. So there we go, 5 different sauces. And I think what's important to think about is the variety of sauces. We've had oil-based sauces, we've had fish-based sauces, Nam Pla, like the fish sauce and the lime juice, plus mayonnaise-based, a real mixture, some of them just bound with loads and loads of veggies. Sauces can unlock so much potential in and around all the rest of your cooking.
Wonderful work. Really wonderful.
But room for improvement.
But yeah.
The only way we're going to get 5 international sauces I've never heard of before is with your help. Comment down below, what other sauces should we feed our normals?